Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Dawg's TV shows and movie reviews. And in today's episode, we're going to be reviewing Inside Out 2, a very, very emotional movie. And I saw this last month in July with my good buddy Alex, and we really enjoyed it. And it brought us back memories of the first one. They showed some little things from the last movie, the original Inside Out, which was crazy to think was literally 2018, pretty much 6 years ago already. Just crazy. Time really flew, and it was definitely due for a new one. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. I like the new emotions. Most of them were pretty good. And there was 3 or 4 new emotions. And I like the little tease at an older emotion. Nostalgia. Yes. Nostalgia was the emotion that popped out every few often, and literally was just there as a joke. Anyway, let's get into the plot of the movie, where Riley is starting a new school and is trying out for hockey camp to try to see if they can make the varsity team as a freshman. And so her and her friends, Bree and Grace, take a trip down to where their school's going to be in that area, and then they go to hockey camp to try out. And the tryouts were not the greatest for Riley, but she made a friend quickly, and that was Valentina, the senior, who was trying to help her get on the team, and they became really friendly. And Riley brought off good energy because not just her, but of course the emotions inside her was the whole thing. And the whole thing was the main emotions: anger, fear, disgust, and joy, and sadness get kicked out and got taken away. And they basically got kicked out by the new emotions, which was anxiety and embarrassment. It was embarrassment and envy. And then there was one more, boredom, I think, was the other one. Those are the 4 new emotions. So yeah, those 4, they kick them out. They have to find their way back, and the main goal is they have to try to get Riley to be herself. And the anxiety was taking the role of controlling Riley. And so basically she is doing everything that the way that Joy would not. She's basically making Riley a different person, and basically what anxiety did was make Riley betray her friends and become closer with the Valentina girl, which made her friends not happy with her. Once she found out that both her friends are moving, so they won't actually be on the same team or in the same school, I believe, that really gets her mad, or that gets anxiety mad, to make Riley turn on her friends. So basically, Riley then does some crazy stuff, like try to look into the coach's office to see if she made the team, and I think she's not able to do it, right, because the security guard comes. But the reason why she does that, the old Riley would never do that, but the Riley getting controlled by anxiety, which was the antagonist in this movie, really effed Riley up. And I didn't mean to say it like that, but they have to try to find their way, and Joy, disgust, fear, and sadness really get into arguments, like who's the best leader. Joy tries to be the leader, but the others are not thinking she's a good leader because she doesn't know, and she can only do so much. But they finally end up on the top of where all the I think it was old memories were, and they got something that would get Riley back to her old self, the piece that was missing. And so at the end of the movie, it was real emotional. It's the last hockey scrimmage to see if they make the team, and the emotions come, try to get Riley back to her normal self, but anxiety makes Riley go through a panic attack. When she goes to the penalty box for a penalty, she just feels overwhelmed, and the whole thing is, anxiety is really messing with her and trying to, but Anxiety couldn't deal with it either. She was going crazy, and Joy was just like, let go, let go. And eventually she got better. She was okay. And yeah, she ended up making the team. So she scored a bunch of goals, and she was like being a puck hog, hogging the puck a lot. And that's what the old Riley would not do if Joy was controlling. But yeah, that Anxiety really just tried to do too much, really, and not tried to make Riley herself. So it ended up well, and yeah, Riley had a happy ending. She made the team, she made great friends, and she still became close with Grace and Bree at the end. Even though they moved schools, they still kept in touch. So yep, I think that was a really, really, really good movie. And it's a thing that teens could really deal with, you know, with anxiety attacks. But even people my age go through, like, anxiety attacks and puberty and all that. So it's a movie that little kids could relate to, teens, and even adults, young adults, and maybe even older adults, too. So, yeah, I really enjoy, in terms of that, really enjoyed the movie and thought it was an appropriate movie. And appropriate for all ages. So I kind of felt at first when I saw it, I was going to be like, isn't this kind of like a kid's movie? But me and my friend Alex agreed it was for kind of all ages, you know? So overall, yeah, great plot, very emotional at the end. I might have shed a tear at the end, too, from what I remember. Nothing wrong with that. Movies can make you do that. So, yeah, I think it was a very, very overall well-written movie. I can't wait for Inside Out 3. Even more emotions will be in. And so, let's get to the rating. My overall rating of Inside Out 2 is going to get an 8.5 out of 10. I mean, there's not much I would change about it, but, you know, maybe show a little more in terms of Riley's future and how she may, you know, get a significant other and other stuff like that, you know. Show a little more, because who knows what the next movie is going to be about, if there is another one. And so maybe just showing a little more at the end, that's all. So, yep, I think overall, very, very, very great movie. I would recommend seeing it. If you guys didn't already see it, it might not even be in the theaters anymore. It's already late August, so yeah, I mean, it might be. But when it comes out to Blu-ray, if you guys didn't see it, or Blu-ray, or any streaming service nowadays, Disney Plus probably, so. So anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.